Hey guys, my name is Juan, and this is the Walmart Supra channel. Today I'm going to be giving a little bit of a review of my new 12-hour job that I currently have. Um, why I think 12-hour shifts are perfect for some people, why I think they're not. So let's just get right into the video. First thing we're going to start with the pros about 12-hour shifts. The pros about the 12-hour shifts is that you wake up early. If you're a person that has struggles with waking up early, I personally wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day. Um, um, it lets you allow to wake up earlier throughout the day, especially on your days off. You wake up early, like you're so used to your schedule that you wake up early on your days off. Like me right now, I'm up at 6:30 right now, and I usually am up by like 5, and then I'm out of the house by 6, and I'm at work for like 6:45. So this is normal time for me to be waking up at. So if you struggle with waking up early, your weekends you'll wake up early just naturally, and you'll have more stuff to do, which I think is a pro because it allows me to clean, allows me to schedule my day out accordingly, and I never have the feeling of sleeping in because I'm used to it. Number two is your days off. It's fantastic. Like my days off right now are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Next week I work Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday I'm off, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I work. So out of that 1 week, I work 5 days, basically speaking. And then the other week I'm off 5 days, which is really nice. That's what I really like about the schedule is that 1 week you have 5 days off, and then the other week you have 2 days off, which allows you to have that hustling week, and the other week where you kind of just chillax and organize yourself and do what you have to do around the house or doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, stuff like that. Pros about it also is that mostly for 12-hour shifts, similar to like Amazon and other warehouse jobs, is that they pay reasonably well. For the job that I'm currently working at right now, they pay $21 an hour. I'm in Connecticut, obviously. And Amazon usually pays you around like 18, 17.50 around that area, which is fantastic because I get the time off I've ever wanted, and I do what I have to do throughout the week still, and so I have my work and life balance, sort of ish like that. But still have enough money to be able to do things, pay my bills and stuff like that, which is great in my opinion. Number four pros about this is that let me see if I can think of another pro. You don't have to commute as much, I guess. Usually when you work a 10-day, let's say like a 2-week schedule with 2 days off, meaning the weekend, is you're using up a lot of gas, and sometimes gas can be an added expense in our daily lives. But the good thing about this type of schedule when you're working 12-hour shifts, when it comes to having a schedule that swaps every week, is that you're not going into work very often, so you save money on gas. You put less miles on your car. Obviously, depending. Like me, I live probably like 25 minutes away from my job. Probably like 24 minutes. So I'm putting maybe like a couple miles on it every other day, speaking technically. And sometimes wasting money on gas, especially with nowadays, is like it's expensive. The gas we were just soaring for like 5.50 in 2022, and sometimes working at a McDonald's job or working um, at a part-time job isn't enough to cut for gas. So having these type of schedules where it switches every other week is pretty good, and it's really nice because you save money on gas. Um, the cons about the job. Now I can tell you the cons. The cons is that you're on your feet for 12 hours. It's a warehouse job. Your legs are gonna ache if you're not used to it. That's why I usually recommend to people who worked at McDonald's or worked at fast food restaurants to get a warehouse job, because of the fact that you're constantly on your feet when you're working for a warehouse. or working at McDonald's, so it's relatable. Give me a second. My dog is eating something. What are you eating, bro? You're constantly on your feet, so your legs are gonna ache, your body's gonna ache at some times, and that's completely normal with these type of shifts. Cons about this job too is that depending on the environment that you work at, some people are just there to work, not to make friends, and to just kind of make their money and get out. So you got to understand that these jobs aren't very social, like your usual McDonald's or like a Burger King where you're talking to customers again and again and again. Every shift you're basically talking. These shifts can be kind of long and extended and very quiet, depending what factory work you have. Like for my job, there's not really much talking. It's more working, more focusing on what you have to do rather than communicating with other people about what you're doing. You know, these are all paper written down. You put it away and then somebody references back to it at a later date. And the last con about it is that if you're doing late night shifts, for these 12-hour shifts, you're doing late nights, most of your days off, you really think about it. Let's say you're doing a late night shift. And your day off is the next day. You get home at 8 o'clock in the morning. You're sleeping most of your afternoon. That's what you're basically doing. And you wake up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and you're up for most of the night. Do you really consider that a day off? You know what I mean? Like you're basically only up maybe for like 7 to 8 hours of the day. So most of your days off, you're not going to be quite enjoying them, but you'll be there. You'll be awake. You'll be doing what you have to do. But with late night shifts, it's kind of on and off. You know, some days you want to be up early because you have doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, stuff like that. But that's what you use your days off for, I'm pretty sure. But personally, me, when I get out of work, I like having a little bit of time, and I think this is gonna be due to my ADD. I like to have a little bit of time off my day to focus, do something that I love to do for at least an hour, and then go to bed. You know, I don't like getting out of work and then going right to bed and then waking up, going right to work. You know, that same rotation back and again. That sucks to me at least. So yeah, that's what you get with those 12-hour shifts, is that you don't have a lot of like personal time when you have work the next day. You usually come home, you sleep, you wake up, go to work, come back home, go to sleep, and again and again. Some days, actually, one more pro. There's a lot of overtime available depending what job you look for. So like these 12-hour shifts sometimes, when you need a little bit of cash, it gets you a lot of bread. Like I'll use me as a personal example. If you go in for one day, you make $300 in that one day, or $250, maybe around that. Maybe after taxes, let's say $200 for that one day. So let's say you do 80 hours every 2 weeks, 85 every 2 weeks, and you kick in an overtime day for 5 hours. You don't even have to do a whole shift. You can just do 5 hours. You're take home basically like 1,500 or something around that. But let's say you didn't pick up that day, you probably make 1,300. So usually sometimes you want things. Usually you want things for yourself, which is understandable. So you pick up an extra day, and you don't even have to do a whole 12-hour shift. You can come in and do like a 3-hour shift or a 5-hour shift. They're very flexible. Most of these warehouse jobs are very flexible about what overtime you can do. They're really, really flexible. It doesn't have to be a certain amount doesn't have to be exactly 12-hour shifts when it comes to overtime. To make some extra cash, which I love. It's fantastic because you make extra cash whenever you feel like it. That's it. That's it for this video. Sorry if it cuts a little bit long, but yeah, that's my pros and cons about 12-hour shifts. If you guys liked the video, drop a comment. Tell me what I should make a video about next, and I'll drop it in my next video.